Good evening. Calling to order the business meeting of the Wantagh School Board of Education. Could we please all stand for a salute to the flag and remain standing for a moment of silence for the husband of Helen Ulino, father of Tina Ward, father of Lisa Gamelli, and retirees Denise Melnick, Catherine DeBlasi, and Margita Rockstro. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 4, approval of minutes from December 14th, 2023 and January 4th, 2024. Is there a motion?
Move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 5, communications to the Board of Education were received by those listed in the agenda. Item C, financials. C1, financial reports. And C2, budget transfers. Is there a motion?
Move.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Item D, the superintendent's report. Mr. McNamara.
Thank you, Mr. Fisher. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for attending tonight. We appreciate it. I always like to start off with some good news, and I know some of our student athletes are here tonight, so we wanted to take a moment to recognize them. Really successful fall season for us, and we had a number of students that had significant honors via all-county. So we wanted to take a moment to do just that and invite them up to receive a certificate from us and recognize this outstanding achievement. We also had some recognition for coaches as well. I know Coach Polo is here this evening. He was the conference coach of the year this year for our women's soccer team, so congratulations to him. Really outstanding season. Heartbreaking loss to Seaford at the end of the year, but really outstanding season. So congratulations to him. And Coach Sachs, unfortunately, yeah, please. Coach Sachs, our football coach, just wanted to extend his apologies for not being able to be here tonight. He had a family emergency, but a notable achievement during football with 200 wins, which is really outstanding accomplishment when you think about an 8-game season and the longevity of his career as our head coach there. So congratulations to both of them. And then Ms. Keene, our athletic director, is en route from a wrestling tournament. Is receiving a nice honor from the New York State Athletic Administrators Association for her dedication to their program and the support that she's received. So I wanted to recognize her as well. So I'm gonna please. I'm going to turn it over to, I'm going to invite Dr. Scolari up. She's going to call out our student athletes and their recognition. We have a certificate if they could just stay up here when we call them up, and then we'll do a group photo. And we thank you for attending for this tonight.
Congratulations to all the athletes. For girls varsity soccer, all county, Isabella Astacia, Juliana Sarasi, Sienna Diglio, and Lila Ingrilli. All county honorable mention, Ava Barbario, Caitlin Baudo, Shannon Udell, and Isabella Witt. Nassau County Dan Deegan Unsung Hero Award winner. Congratulations to Isabella Tereski. Boys soccer, all county, Justin Cantanzaro. All county honorable mention goes to James Ackerman. Next is game day cheerleading. All county goes to Abigail Reef and Gina Canestro. Cross country all county, Riley Adams, Erin Burns, Ian Frazier, Owen Stacklick, and Brady Wolkin. Girls volleyball all county, all Long Island, and all state all go to Sadie Reish. Okay, next is football all county. We have Jake and Dylan Martini. Dylan Martini also won the finalist Thorpe Award. AJ Barty, TJ Carlo, and Tom Conway, who also received the finalist Pinner Award. Dylan Martini and Tom Conway also received second team all Long Island. And yeah, clap for them. And TJ Carlo and Tom Conway received National Football Foundation Scholar Athlete Award. And TJ, Elite 11, top 11 in the county. Congratulations to all the winners.
Yeah, if we could do the stage, that'd be best.
All right, congratulations once again to all of our athletes. We're going to start our less exciting portion of our meeting, our business meeting, so please don't feel you need to stay for that portion of it. Yes. Oh, sorry. All right, a couple of things for me, and then we have a report about some of our new mental health initiatives as well. We have a new district website that we launched right before the holiday break. I want to thank Penny Curry and her staff for their work in getting that up and running. Certainly is a nice new look. We're really trying to streamline it and make it as user-friendly as possible. We're also, the new site links up, it's part of Parent Square, our communication platform. So it allows us to really streamline our communication and have posts that are in Parent Square quickly get to our website. We're excited about that. We hope that our community finds it a great resource. Also, tonight, for those of you that attend our meetings regularly, you know that usually it's a much thicker agenda packet that you receive when you come in for our board agendas. We're switching over to a new tool this month as well. That's on our new district website. It's called Board Docs, and that's where we'll be housing all our board agendas and minutes. We'll have a simple form of our agenda here every night available in the back for a board meeting, and then there's a QR code posted on the back table. If you use your phone to scan that QR code, that takes you to our new Board Docs site where you can find the more detailed agenda with all the attachments. We're just trying to be a little greener, print a little bit less paper, and streamline it a little bit for everyone involved. So that's where you can find that as well tonight. We're in the process of formulating our budget for the 24-25 school year. We have our budget forums coming up beginning in March. Those are the dates. We have March 11th and 18th and April 2nd. All be at 7 o'clock right here at Wantagh High School. We'll be in the South Cafeteria for those presentations, so we hope you can join us for those. They're presentations about our budget, but also a nice Q&A with the community. We get to hear from residents. We get to hear from parents about any budgetary concerns they may have. Those are great forums for that. And then we have a daytime forum on April 3rd at 10 a.m. at the Wantagh Public Library as well. In addition, we'll be putting out information. We'll be doing some budget focus groups. We found those to be really productive in the past. Those are small group conversations with myself and Mr. Cedrone, our Assistant Superintendent for Business, where we get to hear, we invite people, 2, 3, 4 people to a small forum, all done via Zoom, and just schedule those throughout the month of April, and those are productive. So look for a link to register for those as well. I've asked Mr. Moran, our Assistant Superintendent for PPS, to give an update to the board tonight on our mental health partnerships. He's going to focus on 2 of those. One is our more recent partnership with Northwell for some mental health support for our families and our students. And the second is a partnership that we just recently formed with Yes Community Counseling. They're providing some social work services to Wantagh High School. And that's fully through a grant they received through Nassau County. Great resource for us that is completely free to us, and so he'll kind of give you an update on those 2 programs. So I'll turn it over to Mr. Moran.
Thank you, Mr. McNamara. These 2 initiatives that we've done, I guess it's been, I'm going to say about 11 months, 10, 11 months. We started the Northwell partnership in March, and like Mr. McNamara was saying, the Yes Community Counseling Center really just got off the ground running in January, although the social worker did attend the high school the week before the December break. We was able to get to understand routines and meet the staff that she's going to be working with. So we've been almost a year with Northwell. The Northwell, it allows our students and families to have access to the Behavioral Health Center that's located in Rockville Center. Basically what that allows, if the school district, the PPS staff, anybody sees a child that may be in some sort of crisis, they can give a referral to the behavioral health clinic while speaking with the families, and it even has the option to allow the families to make the referrals themselves. It's an urgent or same-day need. It really allows families to get access for the support for their children right away, instead of having to go to potentially an emergency room or something like that. So a couple things that they provide us. They assess students immediately once they get into the center, see if there's any safety concerns or if they require any more additional mental health needs. They provide referrals to families to kind of help them find outside counseling services. They do work with the families to align with their own health insurance when they do leave the behavioral health clinic. Coordination of care. The parents have to give permission for the Northwell Behavioral Health Clinic to speak with the school personnel or the pediatrician or something like that. I have a slide in it to talk about the percentages of the communication that the parents give to allow us to speak with them. And then transitional care. So if there's a child that was identified that requires more consistent counseling that would be better suited for outside of school services, and they try to link them up. If they can't find somebody for a number of weeks, because it is really hard right now to find the right person to support some students, they actually meet with them on a temporary basis, but to give that support that student needs at that time until they can find that right outpatient partnership. So now if you look at this slide here, it's so we started in March of 23. We've been able to support at least one student. They've been able to support at least one student coming directly from Wantagh School District every month. We're looking at the information. We don't know every student that did attend. I'll show that to you in a slide, but we do, have constant communication with them, and they see kids for various things. So this next slide is a breakdown of the students and families that utilize the partnership of Northwell per school. It kind of makes sense due to the size of each school. So the percentages there broken down by the 5 different schools. And then the other school would most likely be students that go to out-of-district placements or BOCES programs. Now, the consent to communicate, so there's 2 ways that families can access this service. It's either through referral from the school district, as you can see on the slide. A large majority of parents agree to communicating, having the school and the behavioral health clinic speak with one another, talk about how we can best support that child in school when the school district refers. And then when a family refers, it's just a little bit less than, that say yes to communication. But we're still working and developing those relationships with those families as long as they let the school know that they need additional support. Another great thing that the Northwell Partnership provides the district is all of our staff are able to participate in professional development courses. The courses listed on this slide here are actual classes that our staff has attended. And typically what happens, some of them go in as groups, some of them go as individual, but I do know that the PPS staff in the district do communicate with one another to share all the great information they're getting. They also send out monthly newsletters to the staff, to the families of. There is 2 locations on our website where families can access information that they're providing, because they also do provide family support as well. It's something that I identified when we met that we're going to be working. I'm going to be working on getting more information out to the families on a more regular basis, just in case something strikes an interest that the school may not know about that's going on inside the home. Over the course of the last 10 months, the clinicians have attended school faculty meetings, depending on the building, mental health awareness workshops, and we also brought the PPS staff to do a site visit at the clinic. Basically, so if we are referring or a parent or a student to this clinic, we can kind of give them the breakdown of where do you park, what door do you go in, what does it look like, so there's no anxiety from the family or the child when they're going to go visit the center. And in the spring of 2024, there's going to be a parent university workshop where they're going to be running a few sessions. It's only one aspect of this workshop for all K to 8 parents, and that's more information on that will follow. Another partnership we did, and Mr. McNamara covered it pretty well. It was a grant funded from the Yes Community Counseling Center. It was a grant that they received from Nassau County, and it basically provides a full-time social worker at Wantagh High School. But the unique thing about this partnership is that this social worker has flexible hours. There's going to be 2 days a week that they're going to be working in evening hours up till 7 p.m., 1 day at Wantagh High School and 1 day at the Yes Community Center in Massapequa. This will allow for any type of family counseling that is needed to kind of help that student along. And we're still kind of breaking the ice and trying to figure out what the role is going to be. But so far, this social worker has really made a great connection with the staff and has already had a pretty good caseload to support the students' needs here in the building. And obviously, none of the mental support that we have from outside agencies can be done without the great support we have within district. As you can see, we have a number of people that part of their responsibilities is to support the students' mental health. And you know, we couldn't get I'm losing my train of thought. Excuse me, but the staff that we have in the elementary and the secondary support groups, they're phenomenal people, and they work really well with students. So. Without them, we couldn't have a great partnership with outside agencies either.
I just want to thank Mr. Moran for his leadership with those outside partnerships. Also, the work that our staff is doing with our students here has been tremendous in this area. We've definitely seen an increased need in the past several years, and these additional services have really played a crucial role in supporting our children. Also, just going to ask Mr. Moran tonight to give an update. He's co-chairing our mascot committee. So ask him to give an update on that committee's work. They've met several times. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Sorry. Okay, my first question is about the Yes Community Counseling. Is that being communicated that the service is available, or is it just based on, you know, students that come to the school with some?
Yeah, Dr. Gazzone and I sent a letter to all high school families last week explaining what the partnership was. It was sent through Parent Square. So that way it allows parents to know that the service is there, so if they ever feel the need to reach out, they can. But it also it alerts parents if there's ever a phone call requesting that it's okay to speak with their child.
Great. And then my second question is about the Northwell partnership. It's great that they gave us the breakdown of students by month and by school. Do they also give you like trending if there are certain situations that, you know, are more prevalent than others, so we can do some proactive work with not just our staff, but maybe our students?
Yeah, they definitely do take a look at any hot topics, because remember, they're working with a lot of partnership districts, so they take all that information. You know, there's a big push last year. This is off the top of my head, but there was a big push for school refusal support groups for school staff and for families. And I know that the school counselors in the middle school and high school and even in the elementary school, if they identified a child that might be on the cusp of missing a lot of days and they weren't able to identify it, they referred that information to those families so that they can start being a participant in those support groups for families across Nassau County. Yeah,
one of the slides that you didn't see, Jen, was the breakdown by reason that we, Mr. Moran and I met with the folks at Northwell a couple weeks ago. They ran through all that data with us so we could really see the trends. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions regarding the mental health partnerships?
No, thank you.
Okay. Great. All right, I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Moran for an update on our mascot committee work.
All right, thank you, Mr. McNamara. Myself, along with Dr. Gazzone and Ms. Keene, we have been co-chairing the mascot committee. We have over 37 members, which are made up of community residents, school staff, and students. We've met formally 4 times in person and have exchanged a lot of discussion points through emails and other technological means. Our first step was to create a survey that we polled the secondary students. This was done back in November, I believe, to really kind of draw out the characteristics of what they would want to see and what it means to be a mascot or what it means to be a warrior. We have analyzed that data with lengthy conversation with the committee, and we were able to narrow down the most prevalent characteristics that we were able to get from that survey. Our most recent meeting that occurred on January 8th, we focused just on the new imagery to go with the warrior name. We're hopeful at the next meeting we'll have be able to make our recommendation to the Board of Education, and we can move on to our next charge. The next charge that the Board of Education gave this committee was to come up with a potential new nickname and new imagery. This will allow us to be prepared if the current litigation that is underway doesn't allow us to keep the Warrior name. So far, we've had great input from all the members of the committee. They're knowledgeable and aware of the job and task that they have at hand. I do want to thank publicly all the members, students, staff, and community members on that committee for thanking them for taking their time. Really, this is very important to everybody that's on the committee, and we do take it very seriously, and we're going to be able to recommend some great things soon.
Great, thank you. Any questions from the board about the mascot committee?
No, thank you.
Great, thank you. All right, and then just one last thing for me. I just wanted to thank our elementary staff. We had a great literacy night recently. Thank Allison Hazout for heading that up, and our building principals for all supporting that event, and our reading and support staff. Put together a really great night. Also, our Wantagh Foundation for providing some resources for that. Just great feedback about it, and I just want to thank them for their work in putting that night together. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Mr. Fisher.
Thank you. Next in our agenda, item E, personnel. E1, approval of personnel items as attached. Is there a motion? Second?
Second.
All in favor? Item F, contractual and other authorizations. F1, Wantagh United Teachers. F2, intermunicipal agreement. F3, health services agreement. F4, Educational Data Services Clarkstown CSD Cooperative Bid. F5, Special Education Services Agreement. And F6, Vision Services Agreement. Is there a motion?
Move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? F7, Special Education Tuition Agreement. F8, Professional Development Consultant Services, George Koros. F9, Professional Development Consultant Services, Top Youth Speakers. F10, Nassau BOCES Agreement, Project number 29-916061. And F11, Extra Classroom Activity Charters. Is there a motion?
Moved.
Second? Second. All in favor? G, there's no unfinished business. H, new business. H1, approval of committees on special education and preschool special education recommendations. H2, recognition of religious holidays 2024-2025. H3, school calendar for 2024-2025. And H4, policy revisions. Is there a motion? Second? All in favor? And is there a motion to adjourn?
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second? Second. All in favor? Thank you all very, very much. Okay, we will now move to some of our speakers. Student government.
Good evening, everyone. To begin our report, Nyla and I would like to announce the Long Island Cares Food Drive in conjunction to our Battle of the Classes. This will begin on February 2nd and will run to the 16th. On our same timeline of mid-February, select members of the band, chorus, orchestra, and theater will leave on the morning of Valentine's Day for their London trip during the much-needed winter break.
On the subject of music, we recently hosted sessions of middle school level all-county performances here at the high school, with Tri-M students aiding this process. Some other future events to look forward to are Orchestra Day, which is tomorrow after school. Additionally, Band Day will be on the 26th. Band Day will be on Saturday the 20th, and Chorus Day is on the 26th.
Our high school midterms week is next week from the 23rd to 26th, where in-school classes will not be in session. In the same vein, Guidance's 4-part college workshop is beginning on the 24th of this month for SATs and financial aid.
Switching over to athletics, the girls' varsity basketball team is clinching their spot in the playoffs. Wantag's esteemed Coach B just earned his 400th career win as the Warriors are top of their conference. Also, Varsity Wrestling has their first dual meet championship tonight at Manhasset. The team's seniors were honored last week on their regular season senior day.
Another competition is coming up in the near future. Wantag's Science Olympiad will be competing in the regional competition on February 3rd. Ran by advisor Mr. Colavita, the team looks forward to placing in regionals and hopefully advancing to the state competition in March. Thank you.
Thank you both very much. Next, we have Foundation for Educational Excellence. Forest Lake PTA.
It's on. Okay. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Hope everyone enjoyed their holiday. Laura Grassi, PTA President for Forest Lake. Just a couple of things that happened before the break. Forest Lake sponsored 3 families in the Forest Lake community for the holidays. So Mrs. Tate and Mr. Burke put together a list of families that were in need of gifts, and we were able to provide those for 3 families in the area, which was really nice. Sorry if that's annoying. We had a Want to Wear fundraiser with a local mom from Forest Lake who owns a company called Lux and Hazel. That was really successful, and it's nice to branch the business out to other Want to parents in the neighborhood. Coming up at the beginning of February, we're going to relaunch PARP, which is Pick a Reading Partner. We haven't done that since before COVID, so we're working out the final details with Mr. Burke for that to begin the first week of February. On February 2nd, the 5th grade will be hosting a paint night at Forest Lake. On February 9th, we'll be having our annual Sweethearts Dance. We're going to be working in conjunction with Numa's Florist and offering boutonnieres and little corsages that can be purchased ahead of time, and working with the local Want to mom to have headbands made and bows for the dance. And then on February 15th, we're going to be having a assembly again with Jeff Boyer. He did our bubble assembly, which, you know, we had a little snafu with the fire alarms for that. He's going to be doing Fun with Energy, which he promised will not set off the fire alarms this time. And then we're going to be hosting our first annual vendor fair at Forest Lake on March 1st. It's going to be in the evening after school. We are selling spots in the gym to local vendors in the community to come and have their products sold there. So we're working with a lot of local families to do that. And finally, we're going to be having another fundraiser with Flow Society. They're the very popular boys lacrosse shorts. So we're in the final stages of making a custom design to sell for those. So lots of stuff coming up. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mandalay PTA?
They weren't able to be here, so they sent me their information. Just give me one sec. Okay, so Mandalay has a few things coming up. They have their Parents' Night Out event that's coming up on Thursday, February 1st. They're also going to be doing a bingo night, a comedy night. They have their Winter Wonderland dance in February as well. They're also going to be hosting a Valentine's Day chocolate fundraiser in conjunction with the Winter Wonderland dance. And they have an Islanders Night Out coming up in March, they said, for the school to attend to be a fundraiser, but also to see an Islanders game together. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. You want to do Wanta L too? Wanta L? SEPTA?
Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm doing double duty, too. I'm doing SEPTA and 612 tonight. SEPTA, we would like to thank everyone who came to our SEPTA meeting last week on transition from high school to adulthood. If anyone missed the meeting and wants the information, please reach out to WantaSEPTA at Yahoo, or let any one of your principals or anyone know, administration, and we can get the information to you. Our students had a very fun time at our Family Fun Day at Planet Play this past Monday. We have pizza kits that you could do. Pizza kits that you can order by Monday. If you place your order by Monday, you can pick it up next week. The location for that will be emailed out. On the 23rd, March 23rd at 1, we also are doing an Islander game, and our seating is in close proximity to the sensory space at the UBS Arena. Also, save the date for May 4th. It's our SEPTA annual fundraiser, Night at the Races at Merrick Golf Club. More details to follow on that. And we also would like to, we're happy to announce that we are, I'm very grateful that we're partnering with the elementary PTAs at their Valentine dances, cupcake dance. We're going to have a sensory room for all the kids that may need a little break from the dances. And that's it for SEPTA. And then 6/12, tonight is the final night for their craft fundraiser. So if you want to head on over there after this, just mention 6/12 if you happen to be going there. They also have pizza kits from Francesca's. Their orders end February 5th, and you can pick them up on February 9th at the middle school between 3 and 4 in the lobby. It's great to make for your Super Bowl party on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. You can also, they have this fundraiser, get some treats for your suite for Valentine's Day. They're pairing with Tammy's Memorable Sweets. That also ends on February 5th. Pickup will be at Nikki Simon's house on February 12th between 6:30 and 7 p.m. 6/12 also is doing an Islanders fundraiser, which is taking place on January 27th. They already have an amazing turnout with 93 tickets sold. The next 6/12 meeting is on January 30th at the high school at 7 p.m. And all the information for both Wantagh 6/12 and Wantagh SEPTA can be found on the Facebook page and Instagram and on the district website. Thank you.
Thank you so much. PTA Council, Sports Booster Club, Bandwagon and Drama Club. All right, so we'll move to the public comment portion. If there's any comments, please come to the microphone. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any comments, everyone. Thank you very much. We'll see you at the next meeting. Have a good night.